In the microscopic world, an epic battle is raging. On the one side, antibiotics, our medical superheroes. On the other side, superbugs, mutating, multiplying, and growing stronger by the day. So, who's winning? Let's break down this high-stakes war between modern medicine and our microscopic foes. Antibiotics do more than just treat infections. They're the backbone of modern medicine. Surgery, chemotherapy, organ transplants, they all depend on antibiotics to prevent deadly infections. Without them, even routine procedures could become life-threatening. And here's the problem. We're on the verge of losing them. Antimicrobial resistance, or AMR, is one of the biggest threats to global health. A 2017 report led by Jim O'Neill estimated that drug-resistant infections already kill 700,000 people every year. And by 2050, that number could skyrocket, surpassing cancer as the leading cause of death and costing over $1 trillion annually. So what's fueling the rise of superbugs? Overprescribing antibiotics or using them when they're not needed gives the bacteria time to adapt and evolve. Some bacteria have already become resistant to all currently available antibiotics. And at the same time, we've hit a wall where we're discovering fewer and fewer new antibiotics. And here's something wild. Most antibiotics aren't used in people, they're used in livestock. Animals are routinely fed antibiotics to prevent diseases and boost growth, including drugs that are critical for treating serious human infections. This creates a perfect breeding ground for resistance. Resistant bacteria like Salmonella can spread from animals to humans through food, through trade, and through travel. As countries grow richer, antibiotic use tends to rise. Add in international travel and resistant bacteria can spread across borders faster than ever before, turning local problems into global crisis. Bacteria are really good at evolving. They mutate quickly and even swap genetic material in a process called horizontal gene transfer. Think of it as superbugs sharing cheat code to resist antibiotics. Sometimes they even produce proteins that break down the drugs, unless of course we find ways to block those defenses. Many countries still lack proper systems to monitor antibiotic use and resistance patterns. And without solid data, it's nearly impossible to launch an effective defense strategy. Despite the odds, there are ways in which the global health community is fighting back. The WHO's AWARE framework classifies antibiotics into 3 groups: access, watch, and reserve, to help guide proper use of antibiotics. Researchers are now also hunting for new antibiotics in very surprising places, like marine microbes and fungi that naturally produce antibacterial compounds. But developing new antibiotics is expensive, slow, and also very risky. Superbugs often develop resistance faster than we can invent new drugs. And here's the kicker. Antibiotics aren't profitable. They're taken for short periods, ideally used sparingly, and if they work well, then they don't really get used again. That's great for public health, but terrible for business. Many big pharma companies have exited the antibiotic space. And even smaller biotech firms that succeed in the antibiotic space, they still often go bankrupt, as highlighted in a 2022 WHO report. To fix this, we need new economic models. Instead of paying per pill, the UK is currently piloting a subscription-style system nicknamed the Netflix for antibiotics. Under this scheme, governments pay for access, not usage. This gives companies a steady return while promoting responsible use of antibiotics. It's a promising idea, but we still need global efforts and action, not just isolated pilots. Luckily, we've got other weapons in our arsenal. Bacteriophages, which are viruses that infect and replicate within bacteria, are one exciting new research frontier. Vaccines can also reduce the need for antibiotics by preventing infection in the first place. But again, the biggest roadblock is funding. Without enough investment, even the best ideas can't scale. Let's face it, right now the superbugs are winning. But with a smart policy, bold innovation and global cooperation, we can turn the tide of the battle. This is a battle we simply can't afford to lose. And speaking of battles, you've made it to the end of this one. But YouTube says there's another one you'll enjoy, so click on the video that you can see on screen and I will see you in the next one.